Michael Isaiah Better.
Good.
I'm a sophomore, criminal justice.
Good.
I started in August. Well, I was actually stationed down here since me being in the military. I graduated June 10th of 2000, or June 7th of 2003. By June 10th, I was in the military. I enlisted in my junior year of high school. I took the ASVAB during that same year. During that time, I spent several tours in Iraq, Kuwait, Qatar. Uh, I've done many tours in Africa and Egypt, Djibouti. Um, since I got out in July of this year, and I've been transitioning from a military aspect to a full-time college student, and it's definitely a learning experience at the same time because even though I'm 27 years old, this is still new for me. I've taken college courses, but being in the military, it's always been online or a face-to-face class here and there. It's never been, oh, it's an actual campus. Oh, this is actual, nothing but an array of students around me. I know my education is vital at this point in my life. Not being 21 or 22 and already having a serious career path with the military, my education is, I guess, it's up there. It's one of my goals to obtain that bachelor's degree. Um, Being a single father at the time, it's a great feeling because when you're going to school and you know your son's going to school, when he looks at you and he asks you, well, Dad, what do you do with your time while I'm at school? And you can explain to him, well, Dad's getting his education too. So it's like motivation to do better. At the same time, I'm on the level to which I'm increasing my education. So as he gradually gets older and goes through different grades, I can still fall back on the knowledge that I'm obtaining from Charleston Southern University to say, if I wasn't in school, it's like, well, I haven't been here or I haven't done this in such a long time. How do I cope with these questions? How do I help him out with his homework? Charleston Southern's given me the opportunity to where, though, so many different facets to help me when it comes to math, English, even speech, especially public speaking. He needs to be able to understand me on his level and on a level to where as though I'm influencing him intellectually. Like I said, it's a great experience, though. It's definitely a great experience. I've had the opportunity to bring him onto campus many times at Charleston Southern. So he'll walk around, but he doesn't understand how big Charleston Southern is. So he's like, oh, is that your school? And he's pointing at the chapel. Is that? I'm like, oh, a lot of this is my school. So it's like, with Charleston Southern, unlike other universities, you can say where, oh man, I just need to release myself spiritually. It's not many universities I've seen, especially in the state of South Carolina, that not only encourage education, but they encourage you on a spiritual level. And not only do they encourage it, they promote it. And it's not to say that you have to have a certain amount of knowledge when you get here, because they instruct it, they teach it. You learn something while you're going here. You're getting your education and you're getting closer to God. Personally, in my life, it's something I wanted to do, especially with the transition out of the military. And those bills don't stop, even though the military did at one point. And I actually sat down and I'm just talking to God and I'm like, well, how am I gonna do this? And like I said before, I got the envelope in the mail saying you was accepted from Charleston Southern University. I got the next envelope saying that you got the job at Verizon. And to me, it was like, it was more than just, well, this is your big break. Like, my prayers were answered. And it's crazy because the fact that my prayers were answered to a university that promotes prayer, that promotes religion, that promotes closer path to God. It was all coming in one, and like, these things happen for a reason. You can't find it everywhere. It promotes so much spiritually, and I get that feeling every time I come here. A representation of Charleston Southern University to where it's not just their duties and responsibilities that they fulfill, but they fulfill something on a more personal level. And like I said, seeing that and experiencing that is what keeps me here, what wants me to stay here, to where though it just promotes more than just education, and you don't get that with all universities. I was completely unaware that I would receive these scholarships. It was another blessing. It was, well, yes, I have my GI Bill for the military, but to get that, it just shows that, oh, we don't just want you to get your education. We want to help you get your education. Here's how we're going to help you get your education. This is our foot forward to show you. This is our open door policy to let you know that this is not just your education, this is your life. We understand the struggles that you will have to obtain or you have to go through before you can reach that education. Here's a lending hand, let us help you. And to me, that meant so much. I look back and I say, oh, wow, they want me to get this education. They're helping me. They don't know anything about me. They just know that I want to go to that school. And that's all, that's good enough for them. It meant a lot. It meant so much to me because that person didn't have to see my face. He didn't have to talk to me. He doesn't know my story. He just knows that there's an individual out there who wants to get an education. He doesn't know my trials and tribulations. Possibly doesn't know that I'm a full-time father or my past, my history. But the goal was to ensure that I get an education and to help in any way possible. And I just want to thank him. Well, people don't see that there's so many individuals out that are trying to make something of themselves in life, that want the opportunity, that just want that one step to become something. I personally feel that I've seen so many, since I've been here, that go above and beyond that stay on campus, that have study groups from 12 to 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, just to ensure that they're able to pass, just to ensure that they have the knowledge to obtain for that next class. During that time, they have those struggles. I've talked to people in my class, I've talked to people online to which they go through those personal problems, that they just need the help, or they just need someone to just give out that lending hand to say, well, I hear you, I understand where you're coming from, and I will support you. It's a lot, not only to me, but to other students that attend Charleston Southern University, that people that do donate, that do give to this school, that they do it generously, that they understand the stories, even though if they don't have to see the individuals, that they need to just remember at one point in time, this was an individual that was in high school, that was in middle school, that probably had the dream that, well, what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a rocket science major. At the end of the day, everything that they want to be comes a lot quicker with help, comes a lot quicker with support, it comes a lot quicker with an individual that says, I've been there, I'm in a position to where as though I can assist you. It's not only giving out that lending hand, but it's uplifting when you know that someone that doesn't know you is willing to help you.